All right, everybody. This is Pete from the Pete and Sebastian Show, letting you know this podcast is sponsored by Manscaped. Sizzle alert. This summer, the only thing that should be smoking is your grill, not your grooming game. So get ready for the ultimate cookout season with Manscaped. Whether you're flipping burgers or cannonballing into the pool or playing a little Marco Polo, make sure your meat looks neat with Performance Package 5.0 Ultra. Fire up your grooming routine and keep it cool with Manscaped. Head to manscaped.com, that's manscaped.com, and use the code THECAST. That's one word, THECAST, for 20% off and free shipping. Come on, man, let's make the summer sizzle for all the right reasons. Manscaped has all the tools to help you groom, to help you look good, to help you look tight, up here and down there. They got Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra. They got Weed Whacker 2.0. They got lotions and deodorants. They even got moist towelettes and boxers. So guys, use these, and that is why you'll look sharp, because it's why I look sharp. I groom all over, baby, and I feel awesome and confident after I shave, or at least do a light trim. I don't do a full shave, but they got a great beard thing at Manscaped that makes you get a nice little trim going. So get 20% off and free shipping with the code THECAST at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use the code THECAST. Manscaped, Manscaped, the perfect way to get your patties sizzling hot this summer.
Guys, what's up? Don't forget, on Patreon, if you sign up for our Patreon, every Tuesday, 8:30 East Coast time, 5:30 West Coast, we go live. It's called Loose Ends. I host it. Sebastian comes on whenever he can. We take tons of calls about the cast. It's been nothing but fun. It's every Tuesday. Sebastian, I mean, come on. You've been having fun joining us. We love when you come on, man.
No, man, I popped on a couple of times that I couldn't pop on because I was, I think I was shooting Bookie, and it just didn't allow me to pop on. But when I do pop on, it's fantastic to hear from you guys, the stories, reminiscing. The only thing I ask, guys, is when you do pop on, have something legitimate to say. We don't really want to meet your bird. Right. Or you know,
right?
Just give us something to sink our teeth into.
Yeah. You don't have to show us medical equipment, all right? You know, come prepared. Come prepared with a question, preferably a Pete and Sebastian question. We've been doing this 10 years. There's lots of stuff to ask, but nevertheless, man, we've been really loving being able to tune in with you people and love seeing the backgrounds. I can't get enough of that, bro. You ever see it? You're looking like where they are. Wow, it's like getting a bird's eye view of your house.
Some people are so relaxed, they're doing it from their bed. Some of them in the kitchen. Some are in the car. Wherever you're from, call in Loose Ends, 5:30 Pacific, 8:30 Eastern. That's on the Patreon Pete and Sebastian Show page. We will see you there.
This is the Pete and Sebastian Show with Pete Correale and Sebastian Maniscalco.
All right, Pete and Sebastian Show up and running here. We're home. I don't know if you guys have seen the show, but we were on the road for quite some time. At least I was. I know Pete was in and out, but I was gone for 16 days. Finally back at home. I mean, let's just pick it off right where we're with the whole, because I get this asked too. Do you have a routine prior to you going on stage? Now, do you have a routine?
Yes and no, but hold on.
Hold on. Wait. Because just to give some color to this situation, I'm roaming around the halls. Sometimes your door is closed. I knock, and then I'm like, "Is he meditating?" And then I hear you, yeah, and I'm like, "All right, maybe he's in the bathroom." I don't know your routine, so if you could inform not only myself but the listeners, what the hell is going on with you an hour before showtime, it would be greatly appreciated, so I know just to stay away or sometimes
Right.
I knock, you come out, you think you're on. I don't know what the fuck's going on in that room.
By the way, anyone on the show that I'm on, any comedian, they have free range to come up to me at any given time. They're part of my routine. They're the only ones that are allowed. I don't care if you're the first guy, the last guy. You can come up to me at any given time. You make me comfortable because you're about to go through this shit too. It's like if we were soldiers. I get nervous no matter what, anxious. I want it to go well. When it doesn't go well, it's like then my whole night's ruined. So you're in it. Anyone else who's not actually going to get on that stage, get out. And like that's kind of, but we're getting ahead of ourselves because this is our first show cast since your tour started that you were very generous enough to let me be a part of along with Pat McGann, and we've done 7 shows so far, 3 and then a couple days off and then another 4. You apparently were still out and about doing business on those other days off. And this is our first cast since then. So it's a bigger thing. First of all, the tour is amazing. People, the design of this stage is so sleek and beautiful. The man's on top of his game. It's so fun and so much more fun than I fucking could have imagined it to be. Even the way you carry yourself, and I know you'll have a bad day at some point, but you don't even make anybody feel, at least not anyone, not me, you don't make anyone feel like this is all because of me. You don't do that. No one has to part the Red Sea when you come walking by. You're very humble backstage about the whole thing. You make it fun and comfortable for everybody, man. I appreciate that.
So listen, appreciate you saying all that. It's great. I feel like the chemistry on the tour, I think everybody's happy, right? Talent, crew. But yeah, get into this, man. What the fuck is going on with you in the room prior, or what can I like? What's the? Yeah. I know you say you could come up to me at any time, but I came up to you kind of like 5-10 minutes before you went on, and you look like you were writing a bit in your head or getting into Pete mode. Yeah, no. Before your shows, I usually have about maybe 1.5 cold beer, and I just sit back there and I kind of pace around, think about what I might say. I just like to be up and moving around in my room and just feeling like I'm getting ready to do a show. And then I start to go, I'll start with that. I just need to know what I'm going to start with. If I can just know what I'm going to start with, then I can kind of go from there. But then I'll start with that. And then 5 minutes later, I'm like, what was that? What was I going to start with? I don't remember that. Then here's the other one. When I headline, I always keep peeing so that when I'm on stage, I don't have to pee because I don't have to go when I'm up there. I can't stand it. But then took 4 shows in. We're in Jacksonville. And I'm like, I know I'm going to go up soon. I got to go to the bathroom. And then I'm like, hey, you're doing 15 minutes. You can't hold it in for 15 minutes. You got bigger problems. So I'm like, all right, so that's no longer an issue. I don't have to worry about that one. And then when it gets down to 10 minutes left to go, I like to just kind of look at my list, either if I'm not going to stick to it, just kind of. So and the only ones I can do general conversation with when it gets down to 10 minutes before the show are the other performers. I'll talk to them right up till I go on. You bop in. But you could come in anytime, man. You know that. So, So, listen. I want to discuss the going to the bathroom. For me, I've never had the urge at all to go to the bathroom on stage because whatever it is, adrenaline or just whatever it is, there's no, and I'm surprised even when you're headlining that you can't make it through a show 1 hour without going to the bathroom. That tells me that you're going to the bathroom every hour during a normal day.
Right. No, I'm not. That's good. I'm not though going every hour, and I can make it through. And even I've had where I felt like I had to go to the bathroom and then the show starts and I don't feel it anymore. I'm just saying, I have had shows in my career where halfway through, I really had to go to the bathroom. And when you're at a bar and you got to, you want to finish the story, but you got to go to, and I don't like that. I don't ever want that again. So I'm hyper aware of that. But I can go over an hour. Sometimes I'll finish the show and I'll get back to the hotel room an hour and a half later, and I go to the bathroom. I'm like, Jesus, I'm so worried about going to the bathroom. This is the first time I've gone in 3 hours. So it's all in my head, bro. But the thing is, all this shit is going on in my head, man. That's going on. Anything on my face, I don't want to be the joke. I don't want to be the joke. I look at my pants. I only wear black now, so there's no stain last minute from anything from a spill to... Because I don't want to be the joke. And then afterwards, there's even a wind down, especially doing this stuff with you. I like to grab a beer, come in, love to watch the opening of yours, love to bop in and out. So my manager and agent were there the other day. Wonderful people. But I told you, man, it's like a half hour before a show, my manager grabs a moon out of my fridge. Holy shit. Oh. I got 6 specifically. Yeah.
Bro, you told me that, you told me he asked you. You didn't tell me he actually went in the fridge, went shopping.
Oh, no. He definitely said, you mind if I grab a moon? But is that any different than grabbing the handle and grabbing one? Because what am I going to say? No? Because, I mean, this guy in his head, he's like, if my client needs 6 fucking beers to do a 15-minute set, we got a bigger problem. But it's a whole routine, and I specifically knew we were all going to watch you that night, so I wanted to wind down with a couple of moons. I don't want to be drinking a Miller Lite 40 minutes into your show because he grabbed one of my moons, man. So it's a whole... Then I got to offer one to the agent. Oh, God, no, I'm already down the 4, and I haven't even hit the stage yet. It was getting frightening, And then, how about this? When it's like 20 minutes before you're going on, and you got like managers or agents or even friends there, when the conversation isn't about you, more even specifically your show, but let's just say at least me, I'm like, what? When someone goes like, oh, my son had a Little League game the other day. Guy, that's lobby ball talk 4 hours from now, okay? I'm going on in 10 minutes. Does Tommy play second base? I'm not saying my manager said that specifically. I'm just saying anyone who's doing small talk, it's like, I'm not at a coffee shop, man. And I know sometimes comics make it look easy, but there's a process to it, man. And when a comic, any artist, I'm sorry, even when you meet an artist backstage, even if it looks like they don't have a routine, that's part of the routine, man. And you're in the way. What about you? You come in every night and go, what do we got? What do we got? I feel like that's part of your routine. I don't even know if you care what my answer is. You're just walking around.
Well, I got to figure out how to manage what's going on backstage. And I want to talk about the topic of backstage in general, because I think people have a perception of what backstage is, and I think it's completely opposite of what people expect. Because everybody wants to come backstage. Now, I would think specific artists, musicians, what have you, would have a cool backstage area. Like in your head,
right?
Who would you think would go? You go backstage, it's unbelievable. They got a carving station. They got the room set up because let me just give you a hint of what some backstage areas look like. Some musicians, I've heard, take their dressing room. They have actually a semi, like an 18-wheeler with their own couches, their own carpeting, and they take the dressing room and they actually decorate it like a room in their home. For example, right. I think Barbara Streisand wanted her whole dressing room white couches, white carpeting, a chandelier. She wanted to make it look like she was at home on the road. And this is not unique to her. There are like Beyonce, I think, travels with she's got a kid's room, and she's got the whole, they're traveling like. Now, myself, I got a fruit plate and some almonds.
Yeah.
There's not like a lot of pop and circumstance with the backstage area.
Even to your point with you eat with catering for where everybody eats. And if somebody didn't know you by face, that you're the star, if they walked into the catering where everyone eats, all the road crew and everyone, I could give them, I'd say, 10 guesses, and they still wouldn't, and said, guess who's the star? All right, if everyone is there eating, I bet they'd say the gaffer before you. They'd say the guy doing the electric before. I mean, you're in a black T-shirt. I would say you're one of the drivers, without a doubt, on the corner eating chicken. You know, so yeah. And the other thing I wanted to add is when you were playing in Atlanta, I came out of my dressing room, and there's an area right there where they were unwrapping brand new couches. I'm not kidding. There was about 12 of these things, and they had a staff taking the plastic off them. And I go, oh, wow, are these brand new couches for the luxury skyboxes or something? And they go, no, Janet Jackson is here after Sebastian, and she has her couches shipped ahead of time. So not only her, but like a lot of people in her entourage, they get like they were light blue, beautiful, brand new couches. That's like, what a crazy expense, man. And I had a nice couch in my green room.
How much time are you spending on the couch where you got to bring your own in? Like,
yeah.
I sat on my couch for about 12 minutes. Is that worth a whole living room shipment?
Yeah, like does Barbara Streisand hang out for half a day after the show's over? Holy shit. I know. I open up my green room, and every time I go, and this is what I love about Lindsay and your staff, I open up, no matter where we are, my little mini fridge, and just, a 6-pack of Blue Moon. Yeah, beautiful. And a Fuji water, where I had to finally tell him, I go, yeah, X-nay with the Fuji water. I'm just leaving them behind everywhere we go, you know? But you for a star, you keep it very simple. I was a little surprised. I mean, you got less of a setup than Governor's Comedy Club for the regular whoever's coming to town guy.
Well, I mean, I'm only there for what 2 hours? I come for sound check. You sit down, you relax. Hey, what the fuck you need? I mean, it's like how comfortable do you need to be before you go on stage? For me, I'm pacing around. I'm going down the hallway. I just want to get on stage. If I could get there 3 minutes before I go on, that would be ideal. I don't really need to be there hanging out and goofing around. I mean, it's fun or whatever. Yeah. But for me, it's more the anticipation that's more of the aggravation than anything else. So I don't know. We keep it, or at least I do. I keep it bare minimum. I don't want a lot of food backstage, but I want to get to when people come backstage, because I had some family and friends backstage, and I'm often not shocked. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, man. And I want people to feel comfortable. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But then there's a comfortableness that just is a little too comfortable, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would never go backstage in somebody's dressing room and just think it's mine. No?
Well, listen, I told you how I feel. When you're not talking about me in my dressing room, I got a problem with that. So, you know, what do you mean? Are they like, what's your take on someone in your dressing room using your bathroom without asking, just getting up to go use the restroom? Is that do they have to ask you if they're in your dressing room? Mind if I use you?
No, well, generally speaking, just so to let the listeners in, when you're doing an arena, the dressing room, say in Atlanta, was the visitors' locker room for whatever team is coming to play the Atlanta Hawks. So what they do is they curtain it off. They got some black drapery, but you're using, and by the way, and I don't know if you noticed this, in the locker room, in these arenas, everything is made for a giant. So you go in the shower. The shower head is 9 feet high because they got to fit 7-foot men under this shit, right? the urinal in the locker room. I gotta piss up to hit it, right?
Yeah.
That's how tall this stuff is. Anyway, so yeah, they use the restroom, which is fine. But I'm talking about in Asheville, I had some people backstage, and I got Lindsay brought out whatever, like a charcuterie plate, maybe a fruit, this and that and the other thing. What's your take on this? People were taking food, like when we said, okay, let's go to our seats. People were taking food like squirrels, bro. To go. As soon as you leave the dressing room, their food don't go with you.
No. You can take whatever drink you may still have in your hand, and that's about it. But yeah, oh boy.
Okay, guys, this podcast is sponsored by Manscaped. Sizzle alert this summer. Let the only thing smoking at your barbecue be the grill, not your grooming game. Get ready for the ultimate cookout season with Manscaped. Whether you're flipping burgers or cannonballing into the pool, make sure your meat looks neat with the Performance Package 5.0 Ultra. Fire up your grooming routine and keep it cool with Manscaped. Head to manscaped.com and use the code THECAST for 20% off and free shipping. Let's make this summer sizzle for all the right reasons. That's manscaped.com, manscaped.com, and use the promo code THECAST for 20% off and free shipping. Manscaped has awesome stuff to help you look good and be groomed, people, here and down there. They got the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra and the Weed Whacker 2.0 for shaving. They got lotions and deodorants, moist towelettes, and boxers. I like to look good, guys. That's why I manscape with Manscaped. I feel awesome and confident after I shave. I do a nice little trim job, and it looks sweet because of Manscaped. Do yourself a favor and check them out. So get 20% off and free shipping with the code THECAST at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use the code THECAST. Manscaped, Manscaped, the perfect way to get your patties sizzling hot this summer. Keep it tight, guys. Manscaped.com.
You know what? I'm bothered. I'm bothered by everything I see. It's getting out of hand. I gotta relax. I'm losing. By the way, talk about getting bothered and stressed out and shit. Got a haircut yesterday, and I go to this guy. He's been going for 10, 15 years now. He goes, "Bro, what's going on?" I go, "What's up?" He goes, "You need another transplant." I go, and bro, it's not like I'm losing hair. It's not like I'm dumb.
Well, we all are.
I get out of the shower. You know when you can tell you're really going bald when your hair's wet out of the shower.
Oh! you guys got to unbunch. You got to unbunch, right? Yeah.
When I got wet head, it's really prevalent. Like, this is how bad it's getting. I could have a full head of hair, dip into a pool, come out, be bald. That's how drastic it is. Like, you would go, "Oh, wow, this hair looks good." I dive in, I come back out. You're like, "What the fuck?" The guy's 3/4 bald.
So do you do a quick towel dry on it, or are you trying to let your hair get wet, or are you just like rolling with it all? Because mine's thinning out.
No, the work that I need to do to get my hair to where it needs to be, it requires blow drying, shifting, moving, pepper. You know, put this fiber in my hair to kind of make it look like it's fuller. There's a lot going on, bro.
And then when it's done, it's like an exhibit at the Museum of Natural History. Don't touch it. Don't go near it. Don't even fucking breathe on it, right?
I did Kimmel last night, and I had my hair. The guy came over, gave me a haircut, and did my hair here at the house. So when I went to Kimmel, they have a hair person there, right? Yeah. And she's like, "All right, let me fix your hair." Fix? No, you take one of these out of place, it's like a domino effect. It goes around the whole.
Well, what's the end game then? Like, what's the like? It's almost like you can't keep living like that, or do you live like that until you just can't fake it till you can't? Something like, what's the deal? I don't know, like, because I feel mine thinning out already, and like, when I can't make it look the way I need it to look. I feel like I can't make fun of people the way I used to. It's like I'm not as I dropped a level of cool, or do you just because I see men with no hair just walking around full confidence. Fuck it, they're like, boom, baby. I don't care.
You could have confidence as a bald man if your head is shaped to take the bald. My head is not a bald head. It's just not. You get rid of my hair, that's all you're going to see is a head coming right at you. You don't see a body.
Yeah.
Like Bruce Willis, his head is made for no hair. Don't you think?
I mean, I can't, but the way he went about it, it was such a slow fade. You know what I mean? Through the years, like he'd have like what you say you have now, where it looks good, but when it comes out of water, it looks more balding. He didn't just wake up and shave. I think if he just shaved after Die Hard, he would have been out of a fucking acting career. I think he did the right move, kept it cool, slightly balding through the years, and kept that cool, which is kind of maybe what you'll be doing down the line. Maybe you'll be that guy.
I there's no way I could go bald. There needs to be an intervention here within the next 6 to 12 months with my hair. It's either going to be another transplant, it's either going to be a PRP. Something's got to happen because it's fallen, and it's fallen fast, and it's not good.
The transplant area, is that holding up?
Well, that's what I don't know. I mean, I don't know if that hair is falling out or the transplant hairs are in and what's around it is falling out. I don't know what's going on. But I do want to present this to the audience, and maybe you could leave it in the comments below or go to our Patreon page and put it up on the chat board. Did you see how I weaved in the Patreon?
Beautiful.
Put it up on the chat board?
Yeah.
I don't even know if we have one.
What's going on, everybody? Just a reminder, I go live on Loose Ends every Tuesday night, 8:30 East Coast time, 5:30 West Coast. If you got our Patreon channel, you click on at that time, and every Tuesday for 2 hours, I'm taking calls, seeing your living room, seeing your homes, chatting with you about everything from the cast to life. It's been nothing but a pleasure getting to know all the cast listeners, seeing into your homes, hearing about your lives, and most importantly, filling up loose ends on the cast, baby. So if you're not a member yet, sign up if you want to be a part of it. It's Loose Ends Live every Tuesday. That's 4 live shows. Plus, you get an extra free bonus show if you have our Patreon subscription, which this week happens to be Sebastian talking about going on a ride along with LAPD in the neighborhood of Watts in LA. If you know that, you know that was an entertaining episode. So there you go. 4 live episodes with me each week on Loose Ends, an extra episode, commercial free. And here's a little taste of what's been going on Loose Ends. Oh my God, where's this guy called from?
It's like a fucking hostage video, bro.
Sebastian Maniscalco has joined us, Cans. Thank you for all your help with the technology.
What's up? Stone, what's going on? Talk it out.
What's going on, fellas? Hey, good to meet you guys. Super nervous. Just want to say thank you guys for doing the cast. Coming from Virginia.
No reason to be nervous here, Stone. This is like hanging out with your buddies. Relax. Pete looks like he's amped up. I just got home from a pickup. Picked up my son, went to the grocery store, and what's going on? You're in Virginia. We were just there.
Yeah, man. I'm in Covington, Virginia, which is kind of on the border of West Virginia, so it's deep in the mountains. It's a little hard to get places, far from everything you guys do.
Okay, I just a couple things I want to say. First of all, I want to say that you literally are talking like you're in North Korea and you're not supposed to be on the internet, and a family member could be executed if you get caught. And Stone, you're also a perfect example now for us appreciate, like Sebastian said, that you like the cast and all that, but when people call now, you gotta have. We need it. We need some bullets. We need a question. All right.
I got a question.
All right.
All right, I was a groomsman in a wedding here recently. What's your take on wedding gifts? What's appropriate for a groomsman? What's appropriate for a wedding guest? What's your take?
So did the groom buy the groomsman a gift? Is that what you're asking?
I'm asking, what are we supposed to get?
Yeah, if you're in the wedding party, are you expected to give a better gift than if you're just the guest at the wedding?
There you go. Exactly.
You know what? I never even put it like that.
I think I go lighter.
Yeah, because you're out the tuxedo. You know, you got to go out and get the tuxedo, right? So you got to drop whatever, $150, $200 on a suit. And then on top of that, you're expected to give, you know, we give cash in the Italian community. We don't bother with a blender or anything like that. But
you probably drop cash at the bachelor party if there was one.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The etiquette, and we should go to Emily Post on his Fist if you're alive and breathing over there. Look up Emily Post etiquette. I think the gift is from the groom to his groomsmen for doing this, right? It's not, you're not going to give the guy a better gift because you're in the wedding party. It's the guy going, I appreciate you, you know, spending the $200 on the tuxedo, coming to the rehearsal dinner or whatever that is. Got to go to the church and you got to, that I never understood the whole rehearsal thing. We got to go to the church and now you're okay. And then you're going to come up with Joanne and you guys are going to meet and we got to go down. Cut the fuck. Come on, man. I'm working.
and then you got the guy at the rehearsals cracking jokes, making the shit last longer. You ever see that guy? He's usually the brother of the bride. You're only in because of blood, guy. Nobody fucking wants you here. You're only here because you drip the same blood as the woman I'm in love with. Actually, but not my brother-in-law. He's a cool dude. But I do have to say, what do you think? This was my gift, okay? We didn't wear tuxes. I wanted to wear black suits, nice black suits. So I bought everybody the black suit. I think I gave a gift too, but I also bought the suits.
Let me tell you my gift. So my buddy, he got a gift card for him, like $100 Walmart gift card or whatever. I went a little classy, kind of kept you guys in mind, got 8 bottles of wine and some old wooden crates with some fluff in there to make it look presentable. What do you guys think?
Love that, bro. Love that. I got to tell you, man, if you could get a gift card from anywhere, and I don't know where the fuck you're living over there, if that's all they got is a Walmart, that's fine. But you get $100 Walmart gift card. You get at least an Amazon gift card. I mean, fuck. Now you got to, right, Pete? I mean, this guy's taking Stone's out there whittling a wooden crate for the bottles of wine that he's gonna give them. I mean, that's a class act. And listen, Stone, the fact that you're listening to the Pete and Sebastian show already shows that your class leaps and bounds amongst the rest of the general population. But the fact that he even took us into consideration while trying to get the gift, it's just what other cast is doing that?
It's working. It's having its influence. I'm a little confused though here. Did you say he also got $100 gift card to Walmart for them?
Didn't. My buddy did.
What?
I got a book for him. I got the wine, and then I also paid for a golf trip.
Oh my God.
Bro.
Oh, wow.
Well, this is
And then one of the other groomsmen didn't get him anything, so I felt like the best man, to be honest with you.
Bro, you're such a great groomsman.
man.
This Stone's such a good groomsman. I want to get divorced, get married again, and ask him to be in the wedding party.
I know. Listen, if I get divorced to remarry, you're in just for the gifts. But I will say this, the $100 gift certificate to Walmart, I gave that to my daughter's 3rd grade teacher. for Christmas. What the fuck? That's a gift from your friend? Holy shit. Now, you made these crates by hand? Is that what you're telling me?
I didn't. I have a supplier friend that gets wine in, and he gave me a couple crates. Not the same brand of wine because that's a little expensive, but definitely some good wine.
Based on your accent, I'm guessing there was some Richard Childress wine in there.
Yeah, there was some Alan Jackson CDs in the back.
Oh, this guy reminds me of Jay Cutler, man. Holy shit. You're cool, Stone. Very cool question, too, bro. It's been a pleasure having you on.
Hey, those of you that are out there, listen, those of you that are out there that are in the bullpen and waiting to get on the show here, take some notes from Stone. He came in with a beautiful what you take. And then had a lot to give. I listen. I haven't been on these things a lot, but Pete has been telling me people are coming on here and they're showing their fucking medical masks and their trinkets at the house. We don't give a fuck. We want to hear questions that pertain to the cast, and basically this is an advice. It's basically an advice column come to life.
It is, but you got to admit, when I tell you about some of those things, like the woman who had the bird, for example, you say medical equipment, we do remember those things, so it is kind of fascinating, though, to like, with a press of a button, I just feel like I'm on the edge of some of these people's couches, getting a peek in at what we're dealing with, and that part of it's kind of cool. But sometimes we're too polite, though, you know? Sometimes if it's not going well, we got to do a quick goodbye and move on. Stone, you've been great, though, and we appreciate it. It looks like you're the host.
Oh, he's got another question. He's raising his hand again.
No, I was just putting a peace sign up. Thank you guys for having me.
All right, Stone.
Take it easy.
Care, bro.
All right,
bro.
man.
We're hitting bro. This fucking thing's hitting the mountains of West Virginia. This guy's deep in the mountains.
Yeah. He's right now. He's got to get back out there to keep stirring the pot. He's making moonshine. Took a break just to give us a call. So there's a little taste with my man Stone, and that's just one guy giving us a black background. We have other people. I had a woman once call with a parrot on her shoulder that kept saying, "Mama, mama, mama." Oh man, I don't know what's going on. Loose ends. It's hot. It's fun. I hope you become a part of it, man. Back to the cast.
This is funny. I gotta fill you in on how Patrick's mind works. We're talking Bruce Willis had the best head for bald, right? Mm-hmm. So you were saying, yeah, it'd be nice to see a progression of Bruce Willis over the years of how he kind of lost his hair. And then Patrick puts up on the TV. I go, "What's this?" What's this? He goes, "This is a reggaeton singer, and how his hair caught on fire during a." How did we go from fucking Bruce Willis to reggaeton in 2019? Now that you got it up, we got to see it. Like, let's.
All right, because I want to see if he can get us Bruce Willis doing a Bartles and James commercial. Remember when he used to play the harmonica and do those commercials for?
Oh yeah, man.
That was when the hair was going, but not gone. Triple. That's like where yours is now. It's not gone, not a home run. Triple.
All right, play this reggaeton guy since you brought it up. Oh, he lost his hairpiece.
Oh, he had a hairpiece and it came off? Is that what happened?
Yeah, this is very poor quality. You could barely tell what happened here. Thanks, Patrick.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. Way to add.
All right, listen.
Bizarre.
Speaking of, and I don't know if you saw this photo. I put it up on Patreon. I came out of the toilet with toilet paper hanging out of my ass. Did you see this?
I did. I saw that picture. I don't know where that was coming from.
No, I went in. Listen, I had a little attack. Went to the bathroom, lined it up, came out, and bro, this wasn't it. This wasn't like a small piece. I had a tail.
Wait. So all right. I saw the photo. You had toilet paper hanging out of your pants. I thought it was going to be a funny misunderstanding. It is like what we would assume it would be. You made a nest to go to the bathroom. You didn't flush your nest, and part of your nest was sticking out of your ass, and you didn't even know it, bro.
No, Lindsay came in,
right, and told you,
and she's like, you got a meet and greet, and I go, okay, and then she saw the tail, and she's dying laughing. Now, can you imagine if I just came out to the meet and greet with a tail? I mean, I think that we would have to cancel the show.
You would have had to try and play that off as a joke. Like, there's so many of these. I wanted to see if anyone would notice.
Bro, that thing's down to.
Oh my God! It looks like a joke. It looks like it's a joke. Like that, you know, it's there. Wow.
No, it's not a joke. For those of you who are listening to the show, the tail comes mid-calf. Now, I got to tell you, I think, and I don't know what you do with the nesting.
Mm-hmm.
I do a beautiful nest on my toilet seat. It is quite the operation. I do double ply. Like I'll go two on the back, two on the front, and then I even nest that little area in between the seat where it separates in the front there.
Yeah.
I put one down there just in case I inadvertently hit it on the way in.
Right. You put so much down. It sounds like that you're getting a toilet bowl at like room temperature. It's not even cold because you have such a carpet over it by the time your ass cheeks hit. Right now,
I put so much down that my feet are off the ground.
Your feet are off the ground because you're crapping on Dominic Wilkins' toilet bowl because you're in the Atlanta Hawks locker room. But listen, do you think, and let's be honest here, do you think if you were like early 30s that there's a chance that what happened could have ever happened? Or in early 30s, you would always catch that toilet paper, but now hitting 50, mind's wandering, you're biting in it a little Joe Biden-esque move there with the...
Yeah. I think the older you get, the more these
things happen.
Things start to happen, and you're like, ooh, let's wake up here before I'm walking out of the bathroom with my pants down.
Right. How do you eliminate I don't want to be the old guy that trips. I'm afraid of a trip when I get older, you know what I mean? So, are we just going to have to accept? Because that's embarrassing. You played it off. You're 50, so people could still think it was just a misunderstanding. But you're teetering, bro. You do that, keep doing that kind of behavior, it's getting nerve-wracking. So, I can't imagine some of the embarrassing things we're going to be doing before you know it, right?
No, I mean, yeah, like you say, you don't want to be the joke up on stage. You don't want to go up on stage and have a piece of lettuce in your teeth, or you don't want to go up on stage and have a smear on your T-shirt.
Right,
then it becomes like, what's this guy even looking at himself before he comes out here? So yeah, that's always a fear of mine. Have you ever had this on stage where you're performing? And I've felt like something in my nose going, do I got a booger hanging out of my nose?
Oh my God. Oh yeah. And how about this? Then you felt like they're kind of laughing at an in between jokes. You're like, oh my God, they're all laughing at the fucking booger now. That's what they're doing. They're not telling me. Like that. And then when I go like that, I'm like, now I'm drawing attention to it. Like they're going, look at him. He wants to dig it out. He's dying to dig it out. And the whole show's being sabotaged.
Well, I've mentioned it to the crowd. I go, I feel like I got a booger in my nose right now, and it's one of those that's just hanging there. So if it does come out, just let me know. I mean, because my biggest fear is I'm on stage, right? And sometimes it just falls out. You ever go like this, and then all of a sudden it falls out like a boulder off a hill.
Yeah, absolutely, man. How about this in the winter? You don't get the winters there, but I've done the lean over and just it dripped before I even know what's happening, just the drip out. And I'm like, can you imagine you're on stage, you do a bit and just drip? Jesus, this is again all like stuff. You know, you get older. I mean, there you go. I mean, truly. So I don't know, bro. That toilet paper that's something. That's really
that's a problem. That's a problem. So I don't know where we are in this airing and whatnot, but Biden has just dropped out of the presidential race. Now here's my take. By the way, have we done a cast since the assassination attempt? No, right?
You guys haven't talked about it.
No. Unbelievable, man.
Bro. I'm sorry. I don't know what this guy's made out of. All right?
Yeah.
This guy, over the last 10 years, what he has gone through and what he's, the ability to just keep moving forward. It's unbelievable. Bro, I get shot in the ear, bro. I'm telling the Secret Service, get me out of here. Right? Like,
yeah.
Get me out of here. This guy is looking for his shoes.
Says it.
He's going. By the way, have you ever dropped to the floor and your shoes come off? How the fuck does that happen?
I guess they knocked him down so fast, the Secret Service, that they knocked him right out of his shoes. As he says, what blows me away is if you remember, just 2 short months before getting shot in the ear, he's sitting in a courtroom every day, and even if he smirked, they threatened to put him in jail. Are you smiling? Is this funny to you? I mean, and he just sits there. All right, I got this. I'll sit here for 2 months, listening to a chick say all the stuff they did together, and then I don't know, man. Whether you like the guy or not, just the words alone that have been said about him would have put me down a long time ago. And then, I mean, fight. That's like some fucking, shit out of remember the Alamo shit right there. Yeah,
you bring up a great with the fighting and the iconic photo, and it's reminiscent. I don't know if anybody's ever okay. Now, the American flag, the fist up in the air. Patrick, what I want you to do is locate the photo of Rocky at the end of one of his fights. I forget what Rocky 1, 2, 3. Was it 4 when he
with Drago.
was with Drago when he was hoisted up? I mean,
that's pretty much the same. Yeah, man.
I mean, pretty similar, bro. I mean, shit.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like you said, regardless where your politics are, I mean, this guy is like he eats hot dogs. He Diet Coke. The diet's awful. And it just keeps going, bro. It's amazing.
10 years ago, when he started campaigning, 10 years ago, I would have said this guy's hair is going to be gone within 2 months. It's still hanging in at the same level it was 10 years ago. And I haven't heard anyone saying plugs. There's no one's coming forward going, I gave him his hair plugs. I hate the guy, but I had to do it. But I hate him. So anyway.
The stress alone that this guy's under. You thought he'd been bald the first day of the campaign.
And he hears all the stuff said about him because he responds to it all. So it's not like he's ignoring it. I mean, he's literally sitting at home responding to Whoopi Goldberg, responding to Joy Behar. Just unbelievable, man. I don't know how he hasn't had a heart attack. I mean, taking a bullet to the ear was one of the easier things he's had to deal with over the past 10 years. and then his wife, again, politics aside, and I know this is misogynistic and such a basic thing to say, but boy, is she easy on the eyes coming down the aisle during the Republican National Convention. She just oozes class and elegance and just that's what I like. You know, I like her. I just like her a lot. That's all I'm saying. She seems very cool.
So, and again, sometimes we touch on the political, you know, we don't like to get into politics here on the show, but it's so prevalent in today's society right now, especially with Biden. I don't understand how, like, they were all, like, chastising Biden, even his own party, right?
Yeah.
And now he steps down, and all of a sudden is praising him.
Well,
that guy's a patriot, that the other thing. Last week, the guy was get this fucking guy out of here. Now he's gone.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy, thank you for your service. You're just for ripping him to shreds last week.
yeah. Well, it's like, you can't drive. You're too drunk to drive. You're too drunk to drive. This guy can't drive. And then he puts the keys down. That's so responsible of you, really. I will say this about President Biden, okay? I was thinking about it the other day. You know, all the stuff people make fun, and I have too and stuff, but man, you know, how many people make it to be the president of the United States? I mean, say what we want. Me, I've made fun of the guy, but man, he was the most powerful man in the whole world. I mean, holy shit. That is like
48, right? There's been 48 presidents?
46.
Or 46? 46. 46
Unbelievable. Yeah.
have been president of the United States. Now, I was looking at Joe Biden the other day, and I go, you know what? I don't think I've ever seen a photo of Joe Biden when he was young. This is a guy that I've seen just as an old man. Can you pull up a Joe Biden when he was 29, 30 years old? Have you seen a photo of him young?
Very rarely have I, but yeah, he's one of those people that my whole life has been old. You know what I mean? You know those kind of people, like, you don't ever, you never knew him as a Bob Hope.
Yeah, there with the bald, where he's bald on the
Look at that.
Don't even look like the guy.
If someone told you then with that photo, someday he's going to be the president, you'd go, yeah, right. Look at that.
He don't even look like him, though.
No,
does
man.
he?
Not really.
He's 29 there. He looks 59.
He's 29 there?
He's 29 there. Bro,
Gee.
he's 29. Can we get Trump at 29? I want to see Trump at 29. I'm just saying, I think these guys, you know, back in the 50s and 60s when they were 29, whatever, 30 years old, it was just an older vibe. Now, 29 years old, you know, he looks 18. But that guy, Biden at 29, geez. Yeah, even Trump in his late 20s, early 30s looks like he's gonna. He looks like 50.
Yeah, I feel like he looks older than us now. Like in there. Yeah, like we just don't dress like that or look like that. I'm so afraid to see. Bro, isn't it so crazy to think what you look like when you're 70 isn't going to be like what you look like now? I mean, how bad are we going to drop off? I don't want to get into that. I don't want to get into that, man. And that's another thing for another cast we got to get into is there's we're driving with you on a couple shows now, and there seems to be a little bit too much concern for trying to live forever. I think you're going through a phase. You know, okay. All right, here we go.
Not trying to live forever, okay? Mm-hmm. What I'm trying to do is live and not have toilet paper hanging out of my ass. That's what I'm striving for. Okay?
Right. Staying young and vibrant.
Young and vibrant. All right. This is it for the Pete and Sebastian show in this episode. But man, this flew by, man. Flew by. Don't have enough time. Dude, don't have enough time to bring up. You know what? Let's bring this up. We'll leave with this. We have the Bartles and James Bruce Willis video, the commercial. Let's play it, and we'll see Bruce Willis losing his hair. Let's.
All right.
Let's
I believe this is the time period. Yeah. Right here.
Really sad, though. Really sad what has happened to this man.
forgot how great he was. Just seeing that reminded me. He was like, I loved that guy growing up.
I feel like Pete, he was the Pete Correale before Pete Correale.
Wow,
I feel like, you know, everyday guy, beer, I'm a bartender, I'll fucking eat a hand of peanuts, right? You know, I just feel like he was like the guy's guy before you came along and took the baton.
Hey, man, thank you. But I appreciate it. Look, see the hair? See how it's going on the sides?
Yeah.
Is that what's happening with
yeah,
you? Do you feel? Because I don't notice.
Yeah. It's exactly that type of hair loss.
All right,
It's
that's
coming
cool. That's still cool. If you're cool, that will be cool. Yeah, it's a combo. You guys got to work hand in hand. He didn't play the victim card with his hair ever. You know,
Never.
yeah.
Never. He just let it go.
So
there you have it. Pete and Sebastian
Good
Show.
hanging.
Check us out on tour, SebastianLive.com. Pete is going to be with his family in August, so he will not be on some of those shows in August because he will be going back to Montana with his shit kickers on. And,
Giddy up, baby. Giddy up, cowboy. Yep. I'm waiting for Sugar. That's my horse. Gonna get on Sugar when I get there.
All right, we'll see you guys next week. Thanks for listening. Take care.